to episode... You know what? This feels weird. I feel like I've done this before.
I know, I have a strange sense of deja vu or something. Have we been here before?
Deja vu.
Have you worn that before? Have I worn this before?
I know I've worn this before. It's not new.
What episode is it again?
Well, in any case, it's episode 25 of KinFit. I'm Michael.
I'm Tiffany, and I believe it actually is our 1-year anniversary of KinFit.
That's right.
Hence the sense of deja vu, because we're at our original filming location.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Just for nostalgia's sake, I believe.
I feel like it's a Twilight Zone.
Anyhow, so today should be very fun. So I can't wait to get to Fit News. So what is going on in Fit News this week?
Well, actually, Cirque du Soleil's in town. Well, they're always in town.
That's true, but their new show I heard is amazing. So
yeah, it is.
that's kind of fun. I want to go see it.
Maybe later. Well, they're setting up, so I don't think now. When they do, later this summer.
Okay.
So, well, first thing first, I'd like to thank Jay Buster for commenting on our last episode. Jay has his own blog, which is about treadmill desks.
Very fun.
Yeah, so if you visit it, he actually tells you, he actually shows you, the different styles of treadmill desks you can build, and the cost and materials needed to build them.
So a do-it-yourself treadmill desk blog. Yeah. Excellent. I love the idea.
So definitely go check out Jay's site. We'll have it in our show notes.
Excellent. Good. So now I hear there's something going on with the Gatorade site.
Yes, I recently revisited the Gatorade Sports Science Institute website. It's different from actual Gatorade website. And I noticed it's a lot cleaner now. The website's it's easier to look for information, whereas before it's kind of like you had wording everywhere, and it's kind of like hard to figure out what to look for what in what section.
Okay.
So definitely a lot cleaner, and they also have new interactive tools.
Ooh.
Yep. One really cool one was the fluid loss calculator.
Yes, very important, because now in the summer months, since we're going to be sweating a lot more, and if you're going to be exercising outdoors, it's going to be really important for you to figure out how much fluid you're losing so you can make it back up.
That's right, and now the actual calculator actually calculates the amount of fluid you require during your workout.
Also, I think it had something fun. It was a deep body tour.
Yeah, they also have an interactive slideshow kind of thing. It's an animated slideshow, I should say. And basically it's a scientific 101 information on how Gatorade is beneficial for the body, how it works to replenish, refuel, and rehydrate your body.
Yeah, so if you're ever curious about how it actually works in the body, it's a good way to find out, and especially because it's fun animation, and I love animation.
Yeah, it's really nice animation, and it tells you how Gatorade affects your mouth, your throat, your stomach, intestines, heart, muscles, and stuff like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, kidneys.
I like that. Oh, kidneys are important.
Yes, kidneys are important.
Okay, good. I think there was also a podcast.
Yeah, they also have their own podcast now. It's an audio podcast, not a video podcast. And so far, up to date, they have 3 podcasts, 3 episodes available, and it's all on protein. One is on protein basics, one is on protein during workouts, and one is protein after your workout, so recovery.
Yep, so if you're curious once again, you can always listen in.
Yeah,
Very good.
Check it out.
All right, so now I also believe there's something going on with the Adidas site.
Yeah, if you visit adidas.com or adidas.ca and you visit the official running section, there's cool new features on there that I noticed. One is just like the Nike Plus website, where you can check out the Google Maps and the routes. Adidas has the same thing. You don't have to sign up or anything. They have their own maps in conjunction with Yahoo Maps, and so you enter the location, the city that you live in, and it gives you a map, and you can either do you can either view other people's maps that they've logged on the site, or you can create your own running route. So that's really neat. And you can also view it as a map, a satellite image, or a combination of both, so a hybrid. So it's a satellite image with the street names and everything.
I like that one.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. It's cool to see others people running routes in your own town. And if you live in that area, you can do the same route, meet some new friends.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, or make your own route, and hopefully someone from your neighborhood checks it out, and they come meet you.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and the other feature I found is that if you ever had trouble choosing your shoe, on the Adidas site, there's actually it's called a shoe finder. So what you do is you enter your gender, the type of running you do, the temperature that you'll be running at. So you enter all this information. There's 5 steps, 5 questions, and one of them at the end includes what type of foot you have. So whether you're supinated, you're overpronated, or you're neutral.
Okay,
and then after you enter all that information, it kind of gives you a selection of shoes that are right for you to wear.
Very important, because a lot of times people do have feet pain during running. So if you can get a better shoe to support the type of foot you have, all the better.
Yeah, so it takes into all those factors, weather, gender, your feet. One flaw I found was that I entered all my information and it actually had no shoe for me.
Oh.
But this is only because there's only a select number of shoes that they have on the website, and most of them are the new ones for 2007.
Okay.
So it's not all the Adidas shoes out there. So like this might be something they might want to tweak up, but like I managed to change some of the information. Like instead of running on a trail, I decided to put I'm running on a regular street, and it gave me a bunch of shoe selections. So
okay.
It's just a minor flaw, so you might want to play around with it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So for today's fit tip, it's actually going to be a very good, quick recap of summer tips. Okay. So not sure how many of you remember everything that we said in our first episode about sunscreen. So I'm just going to give you a little reminder, because today the UV index is 7. All right, so that would consider as high. And of course I have my sunscreen on, and hopefully you'll have your sunscreen on as well, because you know the sun is the most strong between 11 and 4. Okay, and you want to make sure you put on that sunscreen about 15 minutes before you go out, so that everything can get absorbed and start to work really well for you. Okay, and don't forget to reapply, especially if you're going to be exercising or sweating outdoors. You want to maintain that protection. Okay, and of course sunglasses, a hat will help in that, because sun can hit you from all angles. Okay, so just a little reminder about sunscreen, and if you want to have even extra protection, blue clothing, because apparently it absorbs more light than white clothing. So blue is actually better than white for the clothes. Very good. Now, next thing, because it's summer months and it's hot, we were talking about fluid loss before, so I want to remind you again, make sure you hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Really, really important. You don't want to be dehydrated. By the time you are thirsty, it is already too late. So make sure before you exercise, you're going to be drinking enough, during, and of course after. Now, if you're going to be doing a lot of exercise outdoors, going to be sweating a lot, you might want to look into the sports drinks, right? So you might want to have that help you out. Be careful of the energy drinks though, like Red Bull, because there is a difference between that and sports drinks, because first of all, there's a lot more caffeine in the energy drinks, and it is carbonated. So when you have carbonated beverages, it actually keeps you more full, and it doesn't let you feel thirsty as much, so you'll be less likely to hydrate during your exercise. So be very careful. Before exercise, I would probably recommend you not to drink any energy drinks unless you're for sure going to be hydrating with water or another kind of sports drink. Okay, afterwards, because we don't want you to get dehydrated. That would be very, very bad. All right, so that's your quick recap. Hope you remember all of these things for a good, healthy, and fun summer. So on today's Infoodmation, we're going to talk about my most favorite summer fruit, which is the watermelon. Okay, so now as the name goes, because it is called watermelon, it is actually 92% water by weight. So that would definitely help our hydration problem in the summer. On a nice sunny, hot day such as this, we can always have some watermelon if you didn't feel like, drinking water, because there's plenty of water in there. So lots of fun, okay? Another thing is that, for the red watermelons, because it's red, what does that mean? Antioxidants, right? So that means vitamins A, C, and in conjunction with that, the minerals potassium, magnesium, even a little bit of calcium in there, okay? And the carotenoids, okay? More specifically, lycopenes. So stuff such as tomatoes, pink grapefruit, any of those fruits which has the nice color, that red color, lycopenes, okay? Which means it is helping in the prevention of cancer, some studies have shown. So very good reason to have watermelon once again, all right? So another thing, just a fun little fact I want to throw in there, is that people have thought that watermelon originated in Africa, and more specifically, the first harvest of watermelon recorded in Egypt, okay? And it was so important that the watermelon it's in hieroglyphics now, on a wall somewhere, okay? And they used to take watermelon and put it in the tombs of pharaohs to nourish them in the afterlife, okay? So if it's good enough for the pharaoh, I think it's good enough for us. Okay. Now, another thing is when you're having the watermelon, you don't have to just throw the seeds out. You can actually take them and roast them for a nice little snack, which they do in some parts of the world. And in other countries, actually, they take the rind and they actually pickle it. So you can eat the whole thing if you wanted to. So there you go, no wasting. Okay, so that I thought was kind of fun. And now, just to help you pick out a good watermelon at the grocery store, is that when you're picking one, you want to make sure that it's actually heavy for its size. So when you pick it up, you should be a little bit surprised at how heavy it is. That means it's fully packed with water, which means it's going to be good and juicy. Okay, so that's how you want to choose the size for. And second of all, when you're looking at the rind, you want to make sure it's not too shiny or too dull either, somewhere nice in between. And you want to look at and see if it has a spot where it's sort of yellowish or cream colored, and that's actually called the underbelly, where it rests on the ground while it matures. So if you pick a watermelon and it doesn't have that at all, it means that it's been picked prematurely. So it actually may not be as ripe or as sweet as one that's as a regular watermelon should be. So I thought that was a really good tip to know. All right, so when you're picking your watermelon, now you should be an expert. Okay, so go out and we'll have some watermelon this week.
So this wraps up another episode and year of KinFit.
And of course, we still want you to check back our show notes for all the important things we want you to find out about.
And if you have any ideas, suggestions, or questions you want to give us, just email them to us at info@kinfit.tv.
And a huge thank you goes to Timmy, our cameraman, and my sister Amanda for all their help this past year, braving the weather, following us everywhere, looking for locations.
Getting kicked out of places that we can't film at.
Anyhow, thank you. All right.
And yeah, so now that we're done, I'm going to go rent a Segway because there's a Segway rental over there.
Oh, sounds like fun. And of course, we want to just thank all our viewers for all your support this past year for KinFit.
So remember, don't quit.
Stay fit. Okay, so today should be very fun, I believe.
Yep.
And now what?
It's just a Fit news.
Well, in any case...
I forgot my line. Haha, sorry.
Episode
25.
Well, I also hear there's something going on with Adidas.
No, because I have to finish the podcast part.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so then?
Because I was about to, and then you said, so, I heard about Adidas.